Growing up in the ghetto of St. Louis, Missouri, I didn't see many of nature's wonders. My neighborhood was full of vacant houses, broken down cars, streetlights that didn't work, and yards with dying grass. However, there was an exception right in my own backyard, my mother's small garden. When she first started it, people looked at her like she was crazy. Fortunately, my mother ignored them. I watched her water the hard soil and later turn it over with her hoe. After a while, she started planting seeds that would become tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, and greens. I remember her putting on her straw hat and going out in the blazing sun to arrange rows. She would spend hours out there on her knees while we were out front playing games. But in a few months, everything she planted blossomed, and even the critics asked for some. My mother was proud to share. By refusing to allow the walls of hell to close in on her, my mother created her own paradise. My path to gardening was through pain. In the winter of 1995, when I was 16 years old, I joined an 18-year-old accomplice in 2 armed robberies. A jury found me guilty. I would not be eligible for parole until I was 112 years old. 3 years later, at Crossroads Correctional Center in Cameron, Missouri, I signed up for garden duty. I did it just to get out of my cell, but to my amazement, I found peace like I did in my mother's garden when I was a kid. Weeding the garden became a form of therapy. With every weed that I pulled out of the ground, I felt like I was pulling out a part of my criminal self. Growing a garden forces you to become an engineer, ecologist, botanist, poet, mathematician, and biologist. Working in that beautiful prison garden 22 years ago, I made a vow to feed my mind with books and become a contributing member of society. A few years ago, like a garden that dies in the winter and revives in the spring, I thought I had a chance at a new life, but the U.S. Supreme Court refused to hear my appeal. The prison garden continues to help me along my difficult journey. It lets me know that something beautiful can grow from the dirt. Now, I hope for the day when I get released to grow my own garden at home and continue to heal myself in the process.